Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like time quietly took something from you? The reflection staring back isn't quite the same as the one you remember. Life feels like it's moving faster, friendships shift, and the body you once trusted, it begins to feel foreign. Aging is a journey, one filled with changes, and let's be honest, sometimes it feels like an uphill battle. But what if I told you that the real struggle isn't against aging itself? It's against our resistance to it. The Buddha taught that suffering comes not from change, but from our refusal to accept it. In Buddhism, this truth is called anicca, impermanence. Everything changes, nothing stays the same. But this isn't something to fear. It's actually the very doorway to freedom. We spend so much of our lives clinging to what was, trying to freeze time, trying to hold on to people, to memories, to a version of ourselves we can't get back. But what if aging isn't a loss? What if it's a deep unfolding, a ripening of wisdom, of peace, of meaning? Today, I want to share with you 5 powerful Buddhist truths about aging. And I believe they will completely shift the way you see your life. These truths aren't bitter, they're liberating. And once you embrace them, you'll begin to experience aging as a gift, not a burden. So stay with me, because what you'll hear today might just change the way you see the rest of your life. Truth 1, you will be forgotten sooner than you think, and that's okay. One of the most difficult truths to accept is this: we will be forgotten faster than we think. The career you built, the home you loved, the stories you've told 100 times, eventually, they will fade. At first, this thought can feel painful. We spend so much of our lives striving, trying to leave a mark, to be remembered. But time marches on, our children grow busy, our friends find new directions, and slowly, the world moves forward without us. But Buddhism gives us a different lens. The Buddha taught the concept of anatta, the doctrine of no self, the idea that we are not fixed, unchanging beings. Who we are is always shifting, like waves in an ocean. Waves rise and fall. But the ocean remains, and so it is with us. We come, we go, we leave ripples. But we are part of a much larger flow. Our goal isn't to be remembered forever. It's to be fully present now. To live with intention, with kindness, with grace. There's a beautiful Zen story that captures this truth. A wise old monk lived alone in a quiet mountain temple. He was known throughout the nearby villages for his compassion and insight. Over the decades, many came to him for guidance. One day, a young disciple asked him, "Master, doesn't it make you sad that one day, when you pass away, people might forget your name?" The monk smiled. He pointed to a river flowing beside the temple. "Tell me," he said, "where is the water that flowed here yesterday?" The disciple was silent. He didn't know how to respond. "It has flowed on," said the monk, "but the river remains. And so it is with us." The lesson was simple, but profound. It's not the name we leave behind. It's the current of our actions, the effect of our compassion, the trace of our kindness. The river doesn't cling to the water it's already carried, and neither should we cling to the illusion of permanence. A Zen monk once said, "A single candle can light 1,000 others without losing its flame." And in that simple truth lies a deep wisdom, the kindness, love, and wisdom you share with the world. Don't vanish when you do. They live on, not in history books, not carved into stone, but in the hearts of those you've touched. Think about it for a moment. Do you remember the name of every teacher who ever inspired you? Probably not. But their influence is still alive in you. The warmth of a parent's love, the quiet guidance of a mentor, the unexpected generosity of a stranger. These moments shape us. Even when names fade, the impact remains. So let go of the need to be remembered forever. Don't chase after legacy like a shadow that slips through your fingers. Instead, live fully now. Be kind. Be present. Let your actions be like stones dropped in still water, creating ripples of goodness that move outward in ways you may never see. That is how you leave a true legacy. Aging isn't about chasing after immortality through fame or memory. It's about making each moment so meaningful that when your final day comes, you can leave this life peacefully, knowing that the river of your journey has nourished others along the way. Truth too, your body will change, so befriend it instead of battling it. There was a time when you could dash up the stairs without a second thought. Now your knees ache, your back needs a moment to catch up, and simple movements come with new caution. The body you once trusted so easily now reminds you, sometimes painfully, that it's not what it used to be. It can feel like betrayal, but in the eyes of the Buddha, it's simply nature unfolding. Just as the trees let go of their leaves in autumn, your body is moving through its own seasons. There's nothing wrong with that. The real pain comes not from aging, but from resisting it. We cling to the version of ourselves we once were, longing for youth as if it were the only version worth loving. But here's the truth. Your body is not your enemy. It is your oldest, most faithful companion. It has carried you through joy and heartbreak, through childhood wonder, through every celebration, every sorrow. It's been your vessel for living this life. So instead of criticizing it, honor it. Instead of resisting its changes, befriend it. Walk gently with your body, speak to it with compassion, care for it like you would an old friend. Because that's exactly what it is. The path to peace is not found in trying to rewind time. It's found in adapting with grace, accepting the flow of life, and learning to move in harmony with it. Your body has been through so much with you. It has healed from illness, endured sleepless nights and heavy stress, and adapted again and again to every demand you've placed upon it. So instead of resenting it for slowing down, what if you simply thanked it? Aging well isn't about trying to become who you once were. It's about showing care and love to who you are right now. Move gently. Nourish yourself well. Rest when your body asks for rest. Treat your body as a wise, loyal companion, not as a broken machine. There's a beautiful Buddhist parable that speaks to this truth. An aging monk once struggled to complete his daily chores. He had spent years carrying heavy buckets of water from the river. But now, his arms trembled with effort. One evening, tired and frustrated, he turned to his teacher and asked, "Master, why does my body fail me? It used to obey my every command." The teacher smiled and handed him a cracked clay pot. "This pot," he said, "once held water without effort. Now it leaks. But does that mean it is useless?" The old monk shook his head. "No, master, it still holds some water." "And the water that leaks," the teacher continued, "does it not nourish the earth beneath it?" The monk paused, and then slowly nodded. The pot was no longer perfect, but it still served a purpose. And so do you. Your body may not be as strong as it once was, but it still has value, still carries love, wisdom, and experience. Maybe you can't run anymore, but you can still walk with intention. Maybe your hands shake, but they can still reach out in compassion. Instead of viewing your aging body as a betrayal, see it as a faithful friend who has walked beside you through every season of life. For decades, it has protected you, carried you, sustained you. It deserves your patience, your gratitude, your love, So what can you do now? Listen to it. If it asks for rest, offer it a rest. Move with it, not against it. If exercise becomes difficult, try gentle movements instead. Treat every ache with kindness, not frustration. Your body isn't failing you. It's simply evolving, changing with the rhythm of nature. And most importantly, don't let aging stop you from living. A frail body does not mean a frail spirit. As long as you have breath, you have purpose. Think of the elders who inspire you. They don't shine because they look young. They shine because they radiate peace, wisdom, and self-acceptance. They've let go of the fight. And in doing so, they've found freedom. So can you. Honor your body, thank it, and move forward with grace. Truth 3. You can't keep everyone in your life. And that's okay. As we grow older, something begins to happen. Something quiet and often painful. People start to drift away. Friends who were once like family become distant. Family members who used to check in weekly now call only on special occasions. And some people, without warning, simply disappear. Their absence echoes. Silence replaces shared laughter. And you start to wonder, did I do something wrong? Was I not enough? But Buddhism gently reminds us of something essential. Everything in life is impermanent, including relationships. People enter our lives for a reason, to teach, to support, to share a season of our journey. And when their part is done, they move on, just as naturally as the leaves fall when autumn comes. There's a touching Buddhist parable that illustrates this truth. A young monk once turned to his master and asked, "Why do people leave us when we love them?" The master led him to the edge of a river and pointed to the flowing water. "Watch the current," he said. "Every drop of water flow by, none stay in the same place. Some droplets travel together for a time, moving side by side, dancing in unison. Others drift apart quickly, pulled by different currents." The young monk slowly nodded. "People are just like this," the master continued. "Some walk beside us briefly, others stay for years, but none can remain forever. What saddens us isn't that they leave, it's that we expected them to stay." The young monk sat silently by the water, and in that moment he understood. Love does not mean ownership. Instead of clinging to what has passed, cherish what remains. Think back. Have you ever reunited with an old friend after years apart and felt like nothing had changed? That's because love never truly disappears. The connection lives on in memory and in the heart, untouched by time. And even those who are no longer part of your life, they didn't take the joy or lessons away with them. They added to your story, their laughter, their kindness, their presence. Those moments are still part of who you are. Aging teaches us a gentle truth. Relationships change. Some fade slowly, like the colors of twilight. Others end suddenly, like a storm that passes through. But whether slow or swift, they were meaningful. They mattered. And remember, even if someone is no longer physically present, the love you shared still lives in you. It's woven into the person you've become. So instead of mourning every goodbye, celebrate the connections that remain. Give your energy to the people who bring you peace. The friend who still calls. The neighbor who smiles at you each morning. The grandchild who listens to your stories with wonder. And most importantly, don't close your heart. You are never too old for new beginnings. Life continues to offer you beautiful moments of connection, if you're open to them. Let go of what has passed with grace. Honor what was. Appreciate what is. And welcome what's still to come. That's the way of wisdom. Truth 4. You must accept that you no longer look young. And that's a gift. There comes a quiet moment. Perhaps while looking in the mirror, when you realize you no longer look like the person you used to be. The skin has softened, the hair has turned silver, the hands are more delicate, more weathered, and society screams, "Fix it, hide it, fight it." It tells us to erase wrinkles, dye our hair, chase youth as if it's the only version of beauty. But what if we saw it differently? Buddhist teachings remind us true beauty is not found in flawless skin. It's found in wisdom, in presence, in kindness. Your wrinkles, they're not flaws, they're stories, proof that you have lived, laughed, cried, and overcome. Your gray hair, it's a crown woven from experience. Your softened features, they reflect years of grace, resilience, and growth. You are not losing beauty, you're evolving into a new kind of it, one that cannot be captured in a photograph, but radiates from within. Your wrinkles, they are not flaws, they are the soft lines of a well-lived life. Your silver hair, not something to hide. It's a crown of experience, earned over years of laughter, sorrow, learning, and growth. There's a Zen story that captures this truth beautifully. An elderly woman once visited a wise master. Sadness weighed in her voice as she said, "Master, I look in the mirror and I don't recognize myself. My beauty has faded. My hair is silver. My skin is lined. I feel invisible." The master simply smiled and led her into the garden. He pointed to a cherry blossom tree, bursting in bloom. "Is this not beautiful?" he asked. She nodded. "Yes, it's lovely." Then he walked with her to an old pine tree, its bark weathered, its branches gnarled with age. "And this?" he asked. She paused. "It's different, but there's something noble about it, something strong and dignified." The master chuckled. "That's because you now have wisdom. The child may see beauty only in the cherry blossom, but with time, we learn to see the strength and grace in the pine." In that moment, the woman understood. Her beauty hadn't disappeared. It had transformed. Think of the elders who inspire you. Were they beautiful because they looked young, or because they carried themselves with calm, with warmth, with wisdom? The twinkle in their eyes, the way they listen without rushing, the kindness in their voice. That's real beauty. Let go of the illusion that beauty fades. Beauty evolves. In your later years it is found not in smooth skin, but in your presence, your resilience, and in the love you extend to others. Aging isn't a war to be fought. It's a sacred journey to be embraced. Imagine if we saw every wrinkle as a story, every silver hair as a lesson earned. Imagine if we celebrated the wisdom we've gathered instead of mourning the youth we've left behind. There's a radiance that only age can bring, the confidence of knowing who you are, the strength of having weathered life's storms, the tenderness that comes from understanding others deeply. That is beauty no cream can bottle, no mirror can measure. So next time you catch your reflection and feel tempted to mourn what's gone, pause, look closer, see the life you've lived, the love you've given, the depth you now carry, and wear your years like a robe woven with grace, because true beauty isn't behind you, it's within you, right now, in this very moment. Truth 5, you will lose people you love, but love itself never dies. As the years go on, you will witness more goodbyes, parents, siblings, friends, perhaps even a child. One by one they leave this world, and nothing prepares you for that kind of ache. Grief doesn't vanish with time. It doesn't have an end date. It becomes a part of you, a quiet companion you learn to live with. But Buddhism offers a healing truth. Love does not die. The people you've lost live on, in the lessons they taught, in the stories they shared, in the kindness they gave. Every time you speak their name, pass down their wisdom or offer someone the same compassion they once gave you. They are with you. There's an ancient Buddhist story about a woman named Kisa Gotami. When her young son passed away, her grief consumed her. She carried his lifeless body from house to house, begging for medicine, anything to bring him back. Eventually, Kisa Gotami arrived at the Buddha's feet, still clutching her grief. She pleaded with him, hoping for a miracle. The Buddha listened, then gently told her, "Bring me a mustard seed from a household that has never known death." With renewed hope, she set off, knocking on every door in her village. But in every home, she heard the same stories. We lost a father. We lost a child, a friend, a sister, a mother. House by house, sorrow by sorrow, she realized. She was not alone in her suffering. When she returned to the Buddha, she understood his message. Grief is not a curse. It's part of the human experience, a thread woven into the fabric of life. No one is untouched by loss. But the love we give, the love we receive, that never dies. Think of the people you've lost, a parent whose laughter still echoes in your memory, a friend whose advice you still carry, a partner whose love shaped the way you now love others. They may be gone, but they are not absent. One of the greatest misconceptions about grief is that we must move on. But Buddhism teaches something deeper. We don't move on. We move forward. We carry their stories, their lessons, their love within us. Have you ever heard a song, smelled a familiar scent, or read a phrase that suddenly brought someone back? Just for a moment. That's not just memory. That's presence, love lingering within you. A whisper from the beyond reminding you. Love is never bound by the physical world. Grief is painful, yes, but that pain is proof of love. The deeper the love, the deeper the ache. But instead of wishing the grief away, we can transform it into gratitude. Not, "I lost them," but, "I was lucky enough to have them." Aging often means witnessing more loss, but it also means having loved deeply, having known connection, and now carrying forward the spirit of those who've shaped your soul. So when the weight of sorrow feels too heavy, remember, love never dies. It moves through your hands when you offer kindness. It flows through your words when you speak gently. It glows in your eyes when you share compassion with the world. As long as you keep loving, those you've lost will always live on. Not behind you, but within you. Embrace aging with grace. Aging is not a punishment, it's a privilege. Every year, every wrinkle, every gray hair is proof of the life you've lived, the lessons you've learned, the love you've shared. Yet so often, society teaches us to fear aging, to fight it, to hide from it, as if growing older is something to be ashamed of. But the teachings of the Buddha say otherwise. Aging is not the enemy, fear is. When we resist change, we suffer. When we cling to youth, we lose sight of the treasures of age, wisdom, patience, peace, and a deeper appreciation for every fleeting moment. The more we fight the inevitable, the more we fill our hearts with frustration and regret. But the moment we surrender, the moment we stop resisting and start flowing with life, we unlock something beautiful, a profound and lasting peace. We see that aging is not something being taken away from us. It's something being given to us, layer by layer, gift by gift. So wear your years with pride, honor your journey, and walk forward, gently, joyfully, gracefully. Because in the end, aging is not the closing of a door, but the opening of a deeper truth. You are still becoming, you are still shining, and you are still beautifully alive. So, my dear friend, what will you do with these truths? Will you keep fighting time, clinging to what once was? Or will you open your heart and embrace the beauty of what still is? Will you dwell in the past, wishing for moments that have already passed? Or will you stand in the present, grateful for the life you still hold? The choice is yours. But if you choose acceptance, if you choose gratitude, you'll come to see something profound. Aging is not an ending, it's a new beginning. Carry these lessons with you. Walk this path not with fear, but with grace. Find joy in the wisdom you've earned. Laugh with freedom, love with depth, and live fully, mindfully, unapologetically. If this message touched your heart, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. Let us walk this journey of wisdom together. You're not alone. And if you found meaning here, subscribe to our channel for more reflections on living with peace, purpose, and presence. Remember, aging is not the closing of a book. It's simply the turning of a page, and the next chapter, it's yours to write. With kindness, with courage, with love.